Hey everyone, and welcome to my 13th Patreon funded how-to video. This month I'm going to show you how to finish off your crochet work with an absolutely smooth seam on your last stitch. Here I've got in my hands a very classic little spiral topped child's beanie, and I have worked my my green yarn here up to the end, so I've got a full rim of green around the edge. I have been using treble crochet stitches for the whole thing, then I've reduced down to half treble and down to double crochets. And ordinarily what you would do would be to continue reducing the height of your stitches and then just binding off. So you would normally add a slip stitch, bind off and then sew your ends in. But that of course will leave you with a tiny little knot on the edge of your work, and it won't have a totally smooth edge on the hat itself. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to create a completely invisible bind off that will give you a perpetual loop of stitches on your last round, meaning nobody can actually find where the last stitch was. It'll look lovely and smooth. So what I'm going to do here is carry straight on over onto the next stitch along and create one double crochet. For my American people, this is a single crochet I'm doing here. So it's hook in, yarn over, draw through one, yarn over through two to create my last proper stitch here. And then what I'm going to do is just pull that loop the whole way through like that, so it's nice and loose and out of the stitch itself. After that, all we have to do is get ourselves some sort of darning needle, whether it's sharp or a bodkin, doesn't really matter one way or another for this, but you're better off with one that's actually got a blunt end on it like this one here. So I'm going to thread that through like so. And then I'm going to look at my work itself, at the fabric here, and I'm going to identify the very next stitch along, the one you would normally have slip stitched into. And what I'm going to do instead is use my sewing needle here, and I'm going to pop it through same way you would normally put your hook. So you're going through both sides of that V on the very next stitch. I'm going to slide straight through like so, and then I'm going to dive back into the previous V, and I'm going to go out of it the same way as the yarn has come in. So I'm going to pop in here like so, right into the center and out the wrong side of your work, like that. And once you have that loop in place and tightened up, you will see that the little bit of sewing you've actually done has created an absolutely identical sized V to the ones on either side, giving it a lovely smooth edge. Now of course this isn't very tight or very strong, so what we're going to have to do then is sew our ends in properly, because that wouldn't be enough obviously to keep your work from unraveling. So what we're going to do here is have a look on the inside, and over the few double crochets you did at the end of the slope, what I'm going to do here is just work my my bodkin into the body of those few stitches there. You only need 3 or 4 of them, and when I pull that through, that'll be plenty to keep all of that in place. And trim your ends, and you'll be hard pressed to try and find where the start or the end of that round was. Completely invisible bind off. So thanks a million for watching, and I hope you'll be able to give that a go. If you do, let me know in the comments below this video or over on my Patreon page. And remember, videos like this are only made possible with your help, so please do visit my Patreon page and consider making a pledge. Thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you next month.